Hello, this is Simply Adventuring, and we're still in Berks County. We're here by the Berks County Heritage Center, and I found this bridge. It's known as the Wertz Red Bridge, and I'll give you the information as I walk backwards toward the info board here. At one time, there were 37 covered bridges throughout Berks County. Today, the Wertz Covered Red Bridge is one of only five that remain. It was built in 1867 by Amandas Knerr for $7,450. The Red Bridge is the longest single-span covered bridge remaining in Pennsylvania. The bridge measures 220 feet long, portal to portal, and was constructed using the Burr arch truss, which is a series of uprights and diagonals between a pair of arches that run abutment to abutment. A small wooden farm bridge was built across the Union Canal during its operation in 1827 to 1884. Unfortunately, in March of 1959, an automobile crashed into the Spring Township side of the entrance, cracking some of the support beams and knocking the bridge off center. The bridge was repaired and support beam was fastened to underbelly. It was closed to automobiles on October 23, 1959. In 1978, Wertz Red Bridge received national recognition and was listed on the National Register of Historic Structures. In 1984 to 85, the bridge was restored. The renovations consisted of stripping the bridge down to its wooden skeleton beams, trusses, and removing the tin roof and all the rotted timbers. The restoration process consisted of new siding of cedar boards nailed onto its wooden frame, steel rods with turnbuckles fastened under the flooring to give the bridge strength, a new roof of cedar shingles, and a fresh coat of paint. Today, the bridge continues to be maintained by the County of Berks. The suspended cable, something adjacent to the bridge, the cable car, okay, was installed by the United States Geological Survey and used at one time to cross the creek to test the temperature, depth, speed of the Tulpehocken Creek before the Blue Marsh Lake and dam were built upstream. So cool, you can see the right there in the pictures. So this is the longest single-span bridge in Pennsylvania. And we're gonna take a walking tour of it inside because it's no longer open to vehicle traffic. So there's the cable bridge right there. If you can see, there's a platform where they would move across and take measurements of the creek here. But even the bicyclists must dismount. And it's only open till 9 p.m. But we're gonna walk through it because now it's and right here it's Berks County Historic Site. Get an interior view. At least we don't have to worry about vehicle traffic. I mean, although it'd be nice to see it in operation like that, but someone had to crash into it and then they closed it off and moved it here, I believe. And there's the birch arch truss. And as you know, if you've watched other YouTubers, like I watched The Wandering Woodsman, this is what's known as the king post right here. As you can see, the main upright and then the two. Because honestly, I didn't know that's what they were called. I mean, I should have done more research about each bridge, but yeah. And there's a little bit of some type of graffiti. Oh no, might be old graffiti. It says tobacco. And I don't know what it says above. It might be old, but it looked kind of newer. I don't know. I'm sorry the lighting is not as good because of how it's shining through, but I'll get a good picture of it. And then more. I don't know if this is modern or old graffiti. So now we're gonna walk to the end here of the other side. I'm not sure what road this is, but it brings you in here as well to the bridge. A lot of people also park alongside of the road and just walk down to the bridge also, but there's parking not too far away from where I began my tour here. So I'm just gonna walk back. Unfortunately, I can't do a drive-through like I would have liked to, but because this is not open to traffic, but at least you get a nice little walk to of the 220 feet. So this one even beats the one that we have in Lancaster County that crosses the Octoraro Creek, I believe, from Lancaster to Chester County. That one's only 194, I believe. I know it's Pine something, not Pine Grove. It's Pine something. I'll link the name of that video as well in my Covered Bridges of Lancaster County series. So this is, like I said, the longest one, remaining one in Pennsylvania. And as a bonus, this is the Union Canal bicycle and walking trail. It goes right below the actual bridge here. So we're gonna head down there and get a look underside of the bridge real fast. So as I encounter these bridges, I'll bring them to you. And the staff is heading back to the visitor center. And right up there, they have a Fraternal Order of Police memorial for those that have, I think it's to honor the ones that have given their lives in the line of duty. But now we're gonna walk down this little path here. I believe this is probably the Tulpehocken right here. And there's a view from underneath. So I'm right under the bridge, and you can see the ties and the knuckles that support it. Now it has steel brackets, but it doesn't have steel supports. I thought it would have had steel support. And So there's the stairway that I was telling you. Right over there is the little cable car that crosses across the creek here over to the other side. I didn't realize there was another little structure on the other side of the bridge there when I went across. Would have visited, but I'm sure that's for the U.S. Geological Survey that they do, that they use to measure the depths and of the creek as they need to, and the temperature as well. Oh, okay. Is it a mile marker or something else? Oh, cool. So there's a QR code right here for the Berks County Heritage Center and Wertz Covered Bridge. So there's another marker right here and a kiosk with a lot of information. I do have these calendar events, and that's another place I want to go, is to Grings Mill too as well. I want to do a future video from Grings Mill. They have events there, a lot of music, but not for the music, but more for the history. But if you get music with it, it's okay. So there's the schedule for June and July, what's going on. Yeah, it's the same thing on the other side. And I think that's a representation of the canal boat over there. But I'm gonna walk up and check it out really quick. So like anything else, a lot of the stuff that events like this that I find them on right on Facebook. Sometimes they post stuff like this that's going on. So you can do that too as well and find out for yourself. Now, I'm not sure if down there is the actual canal. It looks like the canal is right on the other side over here, but okay, right here. Houseboat, that's what it is. So this is just the houseboat from here. Houseboat Mildred. And there's information about Houseboat Mildred. She was built at the Heaster Boatyard, located on the Schuylkill River, on the foot of South 6th Street in Reading, as a coal scow to haul coal short distances. In 1912, the coal scow was converted into a houseboat for Reading grocer Arthur McCarter, whose wife's name was Mildred. The McCarters kept it at Haynes Lock near the River Road, north of Reading in the summer, and at Heaster Boatyard, or Heister, in the off-season. By the 1930s, Mildred was owned by Frank Henry, who also used it as a summer home. While he was the owner, the houseboat was located in the dry Schuylkill Navigation Canal, bed underneath the stone railroad bridge near Cross Keys up in Temple, PA. C. Howard Heister acquired the houseboat sometime later and built it, kept it in dry docks at his summer home along the Schuylkill River in Gibraltar, PA, which that's where I went for the Beidler House. I was corrected about the name. It's called the Beidler House. So that it's over there. Mildred was given to the Berks County Parks and Recreation Department in 1976 as part of the collection of C. Howard Heister and utilizes the exhibits inside to introduce visitors to the life on the canal. So it has pictures of the interior as well. So I'm not sure if they open this at times, but it'd be cool to go check it out on the inside one of these days. But here's a look at the Mildred, a converted coal scow. Neat. I can't even get the whole boat in the shot. Wow, this is neat. This is really neat. And I believe they have events down here at the bottom part of the building as well. And they have restrooms down here that are open. I'm not sure till when, but they have it open to the public at least if they need to. Use the facilities here, you can, till whenever they close them.